So come with me on a road trip to beautiful Hamilton, Ohio. We're going to start out here and drive down there. It's about a 45-minute drive. Oops, sorry about my finger there. I'm going to put you on the holder here, so it'll be a little bit wobbly for just a moment. Alrighty. So, hello to the replay viewers. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let me try to get a couple little things set up here. Screen settings. Okay. Alrighty. I think hello everyone. Hello. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. We are going to drive to Hamilton, Ohio. We're starting this in eastern Indiana, extreme eastern Indiana, and east central Indiana, to be exact. So we're going to take some little back roads, some beautiful back roads, to go to the city of Hamilton. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do road trips often. I also do paranormal investigations, which I'm going to do this evening, which is why I'm driving down to Hamilton, Ohio. So they're going to do some investigations in the area in and around Hamilton, Ohio. So that should be interesting. Take a look for that on my channel, and please hit the notification and the subscription bell, or excuse me, the subscription and the notification bell, so that way you don't miss my live stream coming up, or what I hope to be is a live stream. The connection in the first area that I'm headed to after Hamilton is a little bit dodgy, because it's down in a valley. Live or my YouTube channel, goodness. That it helps me, helps you too. The types of things that you enjoy, types of videos and vlogs that you enjoy, so that it can recommend those types of categories and subjects to you in the future. So hitting the thumbs up button helps us both out. So I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to everyone. Chat capabilities. I cannot see your chat on the screen. And also I cannot see how many, if anyone, is in the server, and text me and let me know. I'd appreciate that. Because like I said, I don't get any of that information the way this screen is set up. And I'm not sure why. I need to talk to some of the chat, and why I don't have indicators of the number of people be able to see here driving and talking. I'd love with chat. I may not have keeping my eyes and attention on the road is going to be paramount, but in cases like this where I'm at a stop sign or an area that takes a little bit less concentration, I would love to be able to interact with you guys on the chat. So I will work on that in the future. But for now, like I mentioned before, we are heading to Hamilton, Ohio. And we are going to do some paranormal investigating. But it will be a different video or live stream. So later on, after this video stream concludes, and you can find that on my channel. So we're going to be taking Indiana 227 for those of you who are playing along on Google Maps at home. We're going to be taking Indiana 227, which is what we're on right now. We're going to take this through to the little town of Boston, Indiana, named after the bigger town of Boston, Massachusetts. Continue on through into Ohio. And then we're going to head more directly south. This is south, but this road kind of curves a little bit. Unfortunately, well, we are passing the airport for Richmond, Indiana, and unfortunately we did have, or they had, a plane crash here about a week ago. It was very foggy, and the person missed the runway. I'm not sure where exactly it was, but someone did unfortunately pass away as the result of that accident. I believe it was only one person who, I don't know if more than one person was in the plane in this area. And a couple years, well, actually about a year ago, we actually had someone land on this road closer to the airport. The runway was, but, and land is fairly o'clock in the afternoon, to and from recreational areas and weekend fun as Ohio and Indiana open up after the COVID restrictions. So there's a little more traffic, but overall this road is relatively quiet for a state road. So Indiana Airport is small. Preference to drop fields, not any sort of jets or anything like that. But as you can tell from the fields, it is spring, and farmers are out in some beautiful weather. So some of the fields that have been kind of this is the last day of April, so it's April 30th. So the folks who kind of prep, but I'd love to sit down and just say, I don't know you and you don't know me, but I would love to hear your story, and I would love for somebody to write it down for generations to read, because in a couple generations I'm a little worried that these smaller farms may not exist anymore. The big farm companies are buying up all the land and consolidating, and the little farmers are being, I shouldn't say little farmers, that's demeaning, but and that's about all I know about agriculture. About agriculture and things. I've been here for a while, but always learning. I hope to never stop learning, because learning is me that there's parts of this planet even more specifically, parts of this country, you know, land with no pet. I mean, I know that some people, I think it's, I love animals. I very much love my family and my close group of friends. But I am not one of those people that feels very excited or happy in large groups of people, like bars, and I feel comfortable kind of in the middle. And Fairhaven was one of the locations during the Underground Railroad House to help those in extreme eastern Indiana, and maybe someday we will take a trip up there. I'll do a little bit more research on Levi and Catherine Coffin and their family, and so that way I can give you more of a backstory on the way. But that'll come up soon. As the weather improves, I really enjoy doing these little driving trips. Not very long, but they're fun. I hope that you're enjoying them. And like I mentioned before, if you are enjoying them, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do a lot of these little road trips in and around eastern Indiana, central Indiana, western Ohio, southern Michigan, I'll put it that way. So yeah, please consider subscribing to my channel if you'd like to see more of these, and click that notification bell, because a lot of times I don't really know when I'm gonna go live. So if you hit that notification bell, then you'll be notified, and you won't miss it. Alrighty, we're coming into the very tiny little, very sweet town of Morning Sun. And very, very tiny town. It says you're supposed to go 40 through this town, and I just don't feel comfortable going to church. It's so pretty in the fall time, the autumn, because the tree that kind of blocked it from our view this time turns amazing colors in the autumn, and just has all of that fall leaf splendor to share. Stated in the title, or in the description rather, this is a spring drive where some of the trees are still pretty bare. They don't have all of their leaves yet, and the fields still bear some of their old crops from the last harvest. Some of them have been plowed for their new crop coming in. The ones that haven't look like they've mostly been cornfields, and I think it's the soy fields that are planted a little bit earlier, and they usually rotate. So, as I mentioned before, I'm kind of into paranormal. I'd like to come back and explore this little cemetery. Beechwood. I believe that might have been connected to the town of Beechwood. It definitely looks too big to be a family plot. There are some little family plots in the area, but that one looks to be pretty large. So it probably was from a city. Or perhaps a church. Maybe there was a Beechwood church, I don't know. But it definitely looked too large for just a family. Dartown in a few miles, which is going to be the town that I'm going to come back to after I connect with some folks. Gonna come back to Dartown and try to do some paranormal investigating. So if you're interested in that, check back on my channel. And like I said, I'm gonna try to do a live stream from there. I don't know if the cell signal will allow it. It's a tiny little town in a valley, and I know I've said that several times, but there are several of those such towns. So cell signal is not the best, so it might just end up being recorded, and then I'll go ahead and upload it on my channel. But either way, and actually, come to think of it, if I do record it and okay, sorry, gentleman that was on the side of the road, one of the kind of perils these little towns, or these little roads, is people having car trouble on a hill. And but he was good. He was able to kind of direct traffic, so that way everybody was safe. And I hope he stays safe and that somebody's coming to help him, because that could be dangerous for him too, standing there. But anyway, getting back to Dartown, if there is nothing found during the investigation, then, and I don't have cell signal, then I probably won't upload it to my channel, because it'll be a boring video, and you know, there's not really any reason to upload it. So I probably won't upload it if we don't get anything and we have no cell signal. But if we do get stuff, I will do my best to get it uploaded. And the best situation would be is if we can get cell signal and can just do a live stream, because that would be great. Anyway, we are coming into Dartown in just a few moments. Dartown was, you can look him up in U.S. history, or officer. I don't remember his rank, but he was enough of an officer to have some troops under him, and he brought his troops on to the Ohio and Indiana side of the Kentucky River. Excuse me. Ohio and Indiana side from Kentucky, to kind of draw the troops away from the South. He wanted to kind of get their attention further north. So he kind of started little battles here and there up in this area of Ohio and Indiana. He was actually caught here in Ohio and sent to a prison in northern Ohio. But this was one of the areas, Dartown, excuse me, was one of the areas that he came through with his raiders. And as the name implies, he kind of raided the towns as they went through. You know, took their food and products, and probably, I don't know, livestock or things like that. Anything, pretty much probably anything they felt like taking. Because, you know, that's what raiders do. They just kind of take what they want. So this was one of the areas that Morgan went through with his raiders, and kind of devastated the little town of Dartown. That's about all I know about Dartown, except for the fact that much more recently there was a accomplished baseball pitcher who was born and raised in Dartown and ended up playing for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and made a good name for himself in the Major Baseball League. So he's kind of Dartown's claim to fame on a positive note and a more recent note. Of course, Morgan's Raiders was 1800s, 1860s, somewhere around there, during the time of the Civil War. So a while ago. 150 years, whatever years ago. So this is the outskirts of Dartown. Reported to have some amazing pizza. There's also a town, or a restaurant and bar called the Hitching Post, and it is on record for being the longest continually serving tavern, bar, alcohol providing place in the state of Ohio. And there it is, the Hitching Post, the red building. So and it's literally one of those, if you blink it, you've missed it, because coming up here at this turn, this is the end of Dartown. The red barn here, which is so beautiful with the green grass, that is rumored to have been where one of the locations that Morgan's Raiders came to. I don't know if they stayed there or just kind of went through and raided it. I don't know. But that barn is rumored to be a location that was visited or struck by or victimized by, however you want to put it, by Morgan and his raiders. So that was Dartown. Our next city that we're going to come to is the outskirts of Hamilton, and I am headed to a private residence. So those of you who have been on this trip with me before, I've done this trip a few times in different types of weather and different situations, nighttime, daytime, things like that. But so if you've been on this trip with me before, you guys will know, and if this is your first time, you'll find out. Since it is a private residence, I do not I do not record all the way to the house in order to preserve the privacy and anonymity of the folks I'm going to go see. So I will be stopping just on the inside of the city of Hamilton. Literally just on the inside, like a block or two, somewhere like that. On the inside in a shopping area that has like a Walmart and things like that. And ending the video there. So, video, or hopefully, cross my fingers, live stream from Dartown. That will be a paranormal investigation. So if you're not really into the whole ghosty thing, it may not be for you, but we're not going to any like places with jump scares or gore or violence or anything like that. We're literally gonna go sit probably by that little park in Dartown. Oh goodness, I almost just hit a cardinal, but I didn't. Yay! Ooh, that would have been terrible. But we're literally just gonna sit outside excuse me, of a park and break out our paranormal investigating equipment and see if anybody will communicate with us. So if that sounds interesting to you, please come back and join us for that. Like I said, hopefully live stream, possibly video or vlog later on. And we may do some paranormal investigating in Hamilton itself later on. I don't know. I'll tell you more about that if and when that comes up later on this evening. But it has been a wonderful drive, and so appreciate each and every one of you joining me for the drive. I enjoy speaking with you. Like I said in the beginning of the video here, I'm really gonna try to work to get my chat feature on the screen for myself, for me to read, because I cannot read your chat. I'm so sorry. I love reading your chat when it's safe for me to do so that way I can, interact with you guys and answer questions, or ask you guys questions and you can answer, and just, chat with you guys, because I value what you guys have to say, and I appreciate your thoughts and suggestions and input, and I love being able to hear them. So, please feel free to comment below if you have a comment or a suggestion or anything like that. Please let me know below. That is the town, well, the Ohio Valley in front of us, but Miami Valley actually. We are headed in towards Hamilton. And like I said, I will be ending the vlog at a kind of a strip mall type area, and we'll be hopefully relatively soon starting up a new vlog in Dartown, where we hope to do some paranormal investigating, some friends and I, and I will see what I can do to take you along with us. Hopefully it will be a live stream, but that depends on how nicely the signal gods want to be with us. So hopefully the signal gods or fairies or whatever you'd like to call them will agree to give us some cell signal, and therefore we can go ahead and live stream. Definitely fingers crossed on that one. I hope. But I am gonna end the vlog shortly after I make this turn. Thank you so much for riding along with me. I enjoy having each and every one of you as passengers. And like I said, please comment down below, as I cannot see the chat. I'm gonna work on that, but as of right now, I cannot see the chat. So I don't want to miss any comment or anything like that you may have. So please put that down in the comment section. And let's see. I will do this. And turn the camera around. Bye, everyone. It's great having you in the passenger seat, and I hope you come back for more travel and or paranormal videos, videos with my dog, Disney videos, things of that nature. So my name is Tracy. Thank you very much for joining me on this trip to Hamilton, Ohio. And I would love to have you as a subscriber, please. And also, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, please. Once again, it lets YouTube know what you like so it can suggest things in that subject matter for you. And it lets YouTube know that I'm doing something that people like so it can suggest it to more folks. Have a great evening. Bye.